Okay. Alright. Oh, what's my ad for today? What's my ad for today? Oreo Thins! Yeah! They're showing this nice couple having a great time eating Oreos Thins and doing really expensive shit like playing in VR and having fucking face masks. And now it's the two twin like brokers that are covering American Family Insurance. Aren't you fun and cool? See, okay, hi everybody. We made a slight adjustment to the brand. Instead of it being NYM Gamer _ hijinks, is now the joint production company group that Jinx and I have thought up. Because we're trying to, you know, Jinx hasn't written for Not Your Mama's Gamer in a while, and oh no, is the donation bar going to be right over the subtitles?
It's as clear today as it was when we went into an association with them over half a century ago. Power. Our cordium deposits has made Cascadia an interest of the core Federation states perpetually.
But yeah,
that,
so
we know exactly how to
it's
fight
now
back.
Ace Actually Productions, which
Even though
means
we've
that
lost
you might
many
see
key
a
territories
notification
as
and you
Federation
popped in here.
landed country,
Congratulations.
We have a plan on how to cripple their advances and make them reevaluate their entire purpose here.
Found the donation bar. How dare you? Oh, now you come up here. Try to give him the treat on the couch.
Allied main force maintains our front line. By striking these targets, the Federation will have to direct forces otherwise concentrated on the front line.
His favorite place to sleep is on the mail.
Key resource points. Hitman team Sicario will be tasked to hit separate facilities in the Yellowstone exclusion zone. Your area of operation will be one of the main storage facilities along the Apidoc fracture. Fly in, destroy as much of the facility as you can,
towards
RTB
me
before
having to go get a PS5 and play Sekiro.
Suggested that you get a well-rounded loadout on this one.
Which on the one hand, if you donate fucking $380, none of that goes towards the PS5 fund. All that goes to charity. And I just paid tuition, so if I gotta go get a PS5, that'll be really interesting, because, I mean, yeah, think about it. We're gonna go blow up some supply depots full of super reactive metal that's used to fuel the future. Yeah. Step 1, get a PS5. Step 2, set up the PS5. Step 3, get all the updates for the games I need to play. Step 4, think of like donation incentive challenges. Somewhere in there isn't even profit because we do it all for fucking charity. And ground targets and paint job. Nope, that's boring. Paint job. Let's say there's a lot of ground targets. I could go with something else, but whenever they say there's a lot of ground targets, it means they're gonna sneak up on you with some air targets. My official cutoff time is 11 o'clock. Not even that I stayed up all that late. Literally, I stopped streaming. I made sure that everything was fine in the house, and then I went to bed. Fell asleep about a hour earlier than usual, and woke up exhausted.
We've got alarms raising at every air base within response range. You're on the clock, so make it snappy. Don't rush perfection, Galaxy. Especially when all you have to do is sit back and watch. Hey, babysitting is easy money. I'm not complaining. All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling. Anything and everything is free for the taking. Remember your training. We're getting reports from power plants up and down Cascadia. Small flights of aircraft slipping past our front line and hitting the geothermal industry. None of us touching the front line so far. No one will slip through it.
Let's see here. We're gonna take it nice and easy today. I'll feel like flying like an absolute maniac. Right now.
It's harder to create than it is to destroy, Hitman 2.
That's the law of entropy. Can right. It's this one. Shit. I forgot about this mission. Damn it. You have to fly close to the lab where the accordion is mine. Oops. Cool. Oh, sure you got feelings? There's a lot of attention. I'm popular tonight.
Start dropping the pressure on the conduits. If the jinx go off, we need to make sure we are cooking bombs. If you want combat effective against air units, start evacuating. No need to get killed like this.
I do need to get killed like this. It's on my bucket list.
Why are the rebels hitting their own resources? Because we're
Hi, son.
now. Stacked up. Kill confirmed. Missile on the way. Dispatch theater coordinating to secure containers ASAP. Follow the procedures.
Fly down. This. Oops. Fine, I'm safe. I knew exactly what I was doing the whole time. we can clinch later. You're fragile. You gotta leave bones. This is where we learn that accordion shit going off is what basically makes shit unlivable. Stop shooting. This thing's expensive. Do you mind? Monarch is always buying. He's like filled with the money.
Missiles away.
Cool.
Hitman 1 within gun range.
Okay.
We got advantage. Fire suit.
No, we're gonna aim for that. Thank you. I have to do this not to explode. Will this work? That's the question. Or do I have to fly in?
Right on target.
I have to fly in. Of course I have to fly in.
Monarch ready to fire. Right on target.
No, I know, apparently. I missed. This is fine. You extract it from basically fault lines. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. These are all optional targets. They don't like me very much. That's for certain.
Hey, man, 1, missile tracking, evade.
Gonna make me work for it.
Monarch ready to fire. Hard rock, let it fly. Fox 2.
I don't want to spend all this time shooting out planes. But they're gonna make me. And unlike Ace Combat, there's no like time limit on this. It's not like they give you 30 minutes to like do the work. Using the tools available to you. Can't believe you've done this to me.
Missile is on the way.
Boop. I love the idea that they think they can shoot me while I'm doing nothing but trying to shoot them. So I'm doing the same shit they're doing. And I can't hit them. So it makes them think they can hit me while I'm trying to hit them while I'm following them. If your teammates were less evasive, I wouldn't be as evasive. That's just war. Sun Tzu. Yeah. We're in a Vlasic factory because there's so much pickle going on right now. Maybe I can shoot some of the A stuff around these. Why would you target that? Target that. Well, I imagine. Oh, those are all just containers? Maybe I should have targeted the Sam. Okay. Eat shit, Sam.
Missile away.
Eat the ham. And pickles. They're all just like right above me. Alright. Oh, there's a cluster of them, okay.
Pin him down. Bingo.
There's one, there's two, hell yes. There's two more behind me, that's fine, it's fine. I'm not mad, it's fine. Listen to the dulcet tones of war. No, guess not. Just fly right in. Just fly right into it. Come on. Come on. Almost.
Opening fire.
No? Really? Dude, you're feisty. Okay, and then there's you.
Good tone, good tone. Missile is on the way.
And it's not.
I'm engaging.
How about now? There we go. Now I can do my job. See if that works. It probably won't. Nope. And okay. Okay. It wouldn't be an ace con again. They didn't make you fly into a fucking tunnel. If it's hot, I know it's hot. fun. Are we having fun? Are we having fun yet? Every goddamn minute. I don't like this approach. I don't have much of a choice. You know, they put that haze over the screen. It's really hard to tell where the ground is. Hey, do you guys want to Fox 2 in that fucking tunnel for me, or you gonna make me earn it? Yeah, I know the answer. I always know the answer. Okay, let's find out.
Monarch, you're locked on.
How about this?
Missile away!
That works.
Sends guns.
It's a bomb.
We got confirmed ID on these hostiles. We've got them pegged as Cascadian's Federation peacekeepers. Yep, nope, I'm in Winchester anyway.
Engagement not advised. Oh, I got all my health back though. That's pretty nice. I can get one of you. I just have to get one of you. Come on. Also, because the song kicks so much ass, I'm going to listen to it for an hour. So sneaky. You're crafty. Come on. I have 109 attempts at this. Or I just go after one of the ones that's not paying attention. Is there any more opportunities? There's one. Hello. Just gotta get one of you. That's all I need. I'm making friends. My mom told me to make friends. Oh.
Yeah, he's slippery.
I'm too cool for school. Let's take another opportunity. Look, some more stuff. Oh yeah, it did. Fucking AOA. I did a nugget. I can hit you. I keep hitting you. Because I feel like it. Because they didn't give me a time limit. Being a bold baby.
Warning, missile inbound. You've been hit. You okay?
I'm classy. I'm good.
Missile sighting.
Oh, I can get you. I know I can. Did it once. Get far enough away, you can make mistakes coming at me.
Monarch, you're locked on.
Nope. Fellas, please. There's not enough to go around. I didn't bring enough for the rest of the class. I love it when they say that. I hate when it doesn't yield anything. They're so good at their jobs. This is, I think, one of my favorite songs of Project Wingman. Like, legitimately. And the bit coming up is fucking gold.
Positive tone. Monarch, Fox 2. Monarch, you're locked on. Incoming missile, Jink.
There's so many trying to fly in front of me to get in my business. I just want one of them.
Radar lock, take him down. Hitman 1 locked on.
Alright, well I can stop fucking around now. I don't have the health to keep fucking around. Oops. Oops. Oh man, they're right on with that shit. Come on. Serpentine! Serpentine, my buddy, serpentine! And we're gone.
Be advised, if you go any further, you will not have enough fuel to RTV. Fine. All Crimson elements, right pursuit. Push waypoint.
Yeah. The organ and the choir really makes it good for me.
Missile away. Next time.
Next time.
That was too close, guys. RTV. Me and the boss are going to have a chat with Stardust.
I like that song because it's half of like
Hitman
almost
team,
like
your efforts in this
religious,
operation
and the other half is almost like cat and
If
mouse.
not by my
Like it's a
mark,
kind of playful
fact you
song.
garnered attention from the peacekeepers.
Peacekeeping squadrons are called in by the Federation to absolutely lock down a nation from the sky. They are usually made up of decorated pilots and Federation devotees. Additionally, Crimson Squadron is the peacekeeping squadron specifically made to watch Cascadia. Their leader, Crimson 1, has become something of a poster boy for the Federation Air Force, and it's not without merit. He's what many consider to be the top ace in the world, and we can only hope that their arrival in the country doesn't disrupt further operations. In any case, Sicario's strike against the geothermal facilities in the country, coinciding with similar efforts theater-wide, has hastened the Federation offensive, buying us time to reorganize and plan.
Last time I streamed, I didn't stream it. I tried recording this.
Let's not waste this
playthrough before, like a second run through. But like there was an issue with like the graphics card or whatever, and it kept like glitching. Like I'd get like the notification like you're dropping about 50% of your frames, and like I don't like that. I'd watch the footage and it's bad. It's like trying to watch a fucking video from 2007. It's just like almost like watching like something lagging. But during that playthrough, I managed to shoot down one of the Crimson Squad members, and they like immediately just back off, like, okay, this isn't worth it. And like Crimson 1 makes a note of just like most people like run, you know, they scatter like dogs, except for that one. I'll keep an eye on him. Yeah, he's like knee high from 7. He's come at 7. Except for like, I don't think Crimson 1's that old.
Monarch and Comic, you're the only mercenary pilots on base at the moment, so this is your mission effective immediately.
Where's everyone
else?
else?
A few hours ago, the remnants of Cascadia's Coast Guard was able to board and raid a Federation battleship which ran a little too close to Cascadia's northern coasts. They have promptly christened it as the Eminent Domain.
Hell yeah.
The Eminent Domain is a new battleship used by the Federation Navy. Equipped with top-of-the-line armament and an electronic warfare suite, it stuffs most of the utility of an entire battle group into its hull. The Independence Force are deploying resupply and escort ships to them ASAP. However, they need air support.
Alright, it's like 50-50.
We have the means to repair it and gain intelligence from disseminating whatever info we can from its computers.
Yeah.
But it is imperative that it is escorted to safe harbor first. Hitman, take off immediately.
When I worked at the assessor's office in the courthouse, I learned a lot more about like the actuality of eminent domain, because like a lot of people, especially conservative people, are just like, it's basically just low-key, you know, tyranny. You know, the government could just say we're taking your land, you know, because we need it for government things. And the answer is no. At least in Indiana, they can't do that. What they can do is say, hey, we're building a sidewalk, and we need, you know, a portion of your property in order to build that sidewalk. And they measure, they do everything they can, and in order to ensure that like what they are getting is what they need, they measure everything, and then they pay you what that amount of land is worth. Like if they were going to sell that amount of land, that's how much they have to pay. And so eminent domain, in like the purely, you know, what's the word, in the practical sense, in the real world practical sense, eminent domain is like, if they need to build a roundabout and they need to take a portion of your yard to make a roundabout or like a turn-off lane for a street, you get paid what that land is worth. And I don't like it when people like pretend that it's anything but that, because it's not. At least in Indiana, it's not. And there was a huge fucking deal about it because they were trying to do a bunch of infrastructure work. And like, yeah, we like built several roundabouts here in like town, and people were getting up in arms. And they're like, yeah, because, you know, if we want to expand a highway, we have to buy land. We can't just take the land. And I think the tyranny bit that people take from it is the fact that, you know, if they go through all the proper procedure in order to build something, like they go through all the zoning meetings and the permits and like, you know, city council and, you know, all those big meetings that a lot of people just ignore, where they talk about shit like this and where you're allowed to dissent and say, no, I don't think we need like a 4-way stop here, or I don't think we need to build another gas station. Those are the checks in which the government is, you know, you have the power to tell the government what they can and can't do. So it's not really up to like a vote per se, but it's something like if you voice dissent, they might reconsider because somebody at least told them no. But more often than not, people don't show up, or the people that do show up are the ones who are vested interest in it. And then like the government took it. It's like, no, the government held several meetings and committees and hearings in order to discuss widening a highway. And then when that was all agreed upon, and there was, you know, no local dissent, then they just say, well, here's the money for your land. And then they build a fucking far too much interstate than they need. Like, I'm not pleased with the amount of interstate that we have. We're running into this big social issue that's been documented for fucking decades, which is when you build more lanes, there's now more traffic to take up those lanes. God damn it. So, yeah, I don't like it when people are either ignorant or even just like maliciously incompetent about what the fuck these processes are and what they do and all that shit. So. Oh yeah, no, this level kicks ass. I should have brought the pair. The paired anti-ground missile thing. I forgot how many ships are in this fucking fleet. That wasn't lightning. That's a railgun. They made the railguns look legally distinct from Ace Combat's railguns by making them fucking lightning, as opposed to really cool streams of shockwaves. I'm far more keen on Ace Combat's railguns, just like from a visual perspective. Like Stonehenge really solidified to me like what a cool ass fucking series of sonic booms from a piece of, you know, metal going Mach 17 looks like. But the lightning ones are also extremely intimidating. So like, yeah, we still use modern battleships, but they're equipped with sci-fi tech guns, and that's cool as shit.
My brother is a Federation sailor on the eminent domain. I just hope that things turned out okay for him.
Do you have a name? Yeah, you do. Prepare to die.
Look at the mercs go with them. Missile away.
You're sturdy.
All ships, get into firing guns. We need to deal with those planes before the battleship gets here, or we'll be in trouble. Locked on. Ground unit destroyed. Confirmed hit on target. That's number 15 down. Reload main battery. Eminent domain inbound imminent. That should be that over comms.
Corridor of dancing, yeah. Yeah, I missed. Fuck you. I'm still hitting the boat.
Monarch opening fire. We got fire spreading. Missile is tracking.
PT boats, you're regular missile material. big boats get the big missiles, because those fucking suck to fly close to.
Right on target. Search and destroy. Monarch was a shot.
Just target the fine, don't. Fine, I didn't want to shoot the PT boat anyway. Real good. Give me a break, Monarch. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat. Oh, something that I've been really loving about Behind the Bastards is that they've been like making a joke about like corporate America. And so the latest joke is how, you know, capitalism is terrible, but the one thing that makes it better is the taste of Doritos. Because he like wants to get the most begrudging sponsorship from Doritos. It's like, he keeps saying nice things, but he also is distinctly anti-capitalist. It's like, yeah, they run ad spots, you know, but they're like, yeah, we're talking about this vicious dictator and what he did to his people. But you know what is better than that? You know it won't shoot you in a back alley for smoking. Ads. The Frito-Lay Corporation wouldn't do this to you. And then they go on like a whole episode talking about like Dole and the Banana Republics. It's really funny. Did it work? Did it work? Nope. Fine. Save you guys for later. I have more ships to shoot.
Positive tone. Wingman 1, missile tracking, evade.
Oh, well, that's relatively figured out. Worked out for most of them. Oh, Jura sees a bug in the window.
Target down. Monarch was a shot.
Who's left? There's more to do. There's always more to do. When you go high, I go low. Let's go.
Bearing 000 from bullseye. This is the court. All hands prepare for contact.
Russian eminent domain. This is combat flight Hitman and AO. Coming to your feet, but same status?
Hitman, this is the eminent domain. Are you all our support?
All the birds you got.
Hey, give me that.
Hold on, sir.
This is Captain Woodward, commander of this proud vessel, and we graciously accept your help. Our CIC will feed your AWACS information for priority targets. Get going, or we're going to be sunk before we can get back into it. Good zone.
We have surface contacts in front of us. Total enemy strength is now at battle group levels. Behind and forward.
Good. Activate secondary guns and load the racks on all batteries. We're not out of this yet.
Yeah, I do remember that. And you were like, eh. And I was like, this sucks. There's so much coming at me. Jesus, learn to negotiate, dude. There's no compromise. That's a real red flag for me, really.
You should be able to link up with the Corps. Much appreciated, mercenary. Hey, Hitman, you guys could learn a little about courtesy from this guy.
The boss ain't paying us to be courteous and great.
You should see the geothermal storms back in the Federation mainland.
Woo. We're riding rough today. The nice thing about ships is that they're not known for going very fast, because they're very heavy. The water is very rough. So, you know, I can always just like fire and forget on those motherfuckers. It's the planes that you gotta worry about. That son bitch right there. Kill that. It's not all like that edge here.
Missile is tracking.
Is it?
Enemy's locking on. Break.
I know it's cheap, but skill issue. Not very Tantori. I finally got a platinum medal on that one like mission where there's like a bunch of ice stuff. Oh, there. It took me a lot of tries. It was actually quite frustrating to try to argue with the whole like try to grab all the pick. Oh, it wasn't ice. It was the one where there's like the uphill bit with like the rope. And so half of it was like combat, and the other half was trying to figure out how to get the shit from underneath. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. I started at bronze. I got up to platinum with like 19 seconds left. But I had to do it like, I think no less than 30 times. It was the pinnacle of insanity. I was like, I'll try this time. And I do the exact same thing, like, maybe it'll work this time. It's like, no, you gotta be more Dandori, my dude. And that translated out to, how do you say, not using bombs for small clusters of enemies and using them for the big frog. Because big frog didn't fuck around.
Monarch, you've been hit. Status report. Missile is on the way.
Did you guys fucking die? fine. I know you're looking like right at me exclusively, but come on. Jinx, another thought I had earlier today was, well, Pikmin 4 is fun. I feel like I could do it faster. Like, I wonder if I can complete it in less than 50 days. Which, I've got other shit to do, and I hate the fact that my brain was, like, finally just now being, like, called to the challenge of doing something harder than just enjoying a game for what it is. Speedrunning Pikmin 5 or Pikmin 4 would be wild. I'd have to like look at the maps again and try to like I have to remember where shit is so I can go and do it. Like and not waste 3 days trying to get the blue Pikmin without enough ice Pikmin. Like I don't even remember where to get ice Pikmin at. Like how quickly I should be advancing through this stuff. Like at least with like Hollow Knight, I had like a pretty good idea of like what I needed for Hollow Knight. And I don't have that for Pikmin 4. I could, because the areas are much smaller than I expected, and there's more shit to do. Oh, there's cruise missiles. Yeah, it's a lot of logistics, a lot of Dandori, a lot of knowing like the minimum number of Pikmin that you need to get shit done. And like knowing which areas to avoid because they're just not worth the time. Yeah. I think I could do it. I think I could do it in about half the time this time, knowing that. Especially because then the moment I can rush to get Olimar. And the moment I get Olimar is the moment I can get purple and white Pikmin. And that changes everything. Because there's nothing better in combat than like 20 purple Pikmin and 80 red Pikmin. Like, purple Pikmin stun and do an AoE, and red Pikmin just fuck things up. Yeah. And knowing like which challenges don't eat the day clock so I can get more leaflings to get more abilities and such for the dog. The only thing that's going to eat a lot of the time, and luckily it's like not like I fucked off or anything, is just night missions. You are a cruise missile, you should not be doing that. Shouldn't be evading. It's so weird to see it do that. Do you feel the call to write for an YMG about Pikmin? Missiles typically don't have evasive maneuvers. Missiles typically have, you know, my evasion is a very good speed. Like, okay. course that wouldn't hit. Of course it would. How silly of me to think. Yes. You guys are gonna climb. Cruise missile. I guess that means you can call me a cruise chaser. Yeah, I am going forward and back. It's only because I keep overshooting.
The eminent domain has made it to Allied waters safe and sound. Its repair and refit will ensure that we have the advantage near the coasts and at sea as long as it's afloat. Captain Woodward extends his regards and has forwarded you some items he has recovered from the former captain's quarters, most chiefly a bottle of whiskey. Stand by for your next sortie.
Yep, I'll wait while I try to sell this bottle of whiskey. I see.
One of the vast advantages that the Federation has over Cascadia is their absolute control in logistics routes.
Ow.
Factories and states that we can't even touch
my chief
are pumping out equipment and supplies for them at a pace we'll never be able to match. However, they all have to get in the country somehow. The Federation supply train is one carried out mostly by air, now that the eminent domain is intercepting cargo ships coming into Federation ports. Civilian traffic has remained largely
the voice actors in this are
thanks
so
to
good.
Federation communication protocols. The reality of this conflict has been kept.
Like, it makes me upset that I didn't know about this game being in production. I was like, I would like to audition.
This mission is as follows. Mercenary and Allied pilots will be dispatched to various points along the airways, knocking out Federation logistics aircraft and grinding their resupply efforts to a halt. By striking in broad daylight, we can openly challenge the Federation when they think they're safe. Remember, it's imperative that no civilians are harmed in this operation. So
alright, this is where they let you target civilian crafts, and it
Careful's my
sucks.
last name, and safety's my mom. Let's go, Monarch. I'd like to touch down before lunch.
Your mom's name is Safety Careful? I remember this being a mission where I was like, I would do the big air cluster missile thing, and it's like, it's gonna target all the shit you shouldn't be hitting. So we're gonna be a bit smarter about that, and we're gonna go specific types of missiles. Yeah, and maybe this isn't the plane for this. Do I have a better plane for this? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Anti-air, we got multi-lock, dual volley, we got multi-lock, triple volley, we got semi-active air missiles, we got anti-ship missiles. What's the MISC? Rocket pods. Or gun pods. Oh, gun pods. No thanks. I'm gonna go semi-active this whole way through. business. We don't need no dang ground business. Let's not worry about it. Okay, we got, what's our colors? We got midnight and noir film with all the smoke. Gotta try to eat. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can not shoot any civilians.
Hitman team, you're arriving in your
Look at this fucking kite.
civilian and Federation air traffic now. That's a lot of air traffic for a war zone, Galaxy. Watch your fire when taking down these transports. If any bystanders go down, that's on us and the Independence Force. Roger, Dodger, Galaxy. Looks like it's just me and you. No big deal, right?
The first thing it targets is civilian aircraft.
Tagged. Engage with caution.
Hey, we've got 2 military jets off of our 4 o'clock. What gives? You see the amount of military hardware in the air today? Escorts, probably. Another hit like that. My plane's flying apart.
Tally-ho. Missile is tracking. Tally-ho. Positive tone.
I've lost engine power.
Enemies locking on. Break.
Launch missile.
Which one of you did that?
Gunfire. I'm engaging.
Stacked up.
Jinx is another song you like, which I know is a broad category because you like a lot of them.
My plane's flying apart.
Yeah. It's always the music.
Light him up.
What just happened? I'm tracking a cargo plane that was just shot down.
Stacked up.
What? All civilian airliners, forward IFF data to us.
Get the attendants to shut all windows right now.
We don't want to see people see us get our asses kicked.
Goddamn! We're caught in a crossfire up here. The Federation charter denotes that all civilian airways also host military traffic. You know that. The war machine will kill us all.
Search and destroy.
Monarch, you've got a good lock.
Fox 1.
Speed up! We need to get out of the AO right now!
Get the fuck out of here!
I've been shot. We've got hostiles.
One good zone.
Hell of a day to bring multi-lock weapons out.
You changed your fucking mind, didn't you, bud?
Blow past them and hit those transports, Hitman 1.
I gotta be careful. I will fly into those transports.
Federation ATC out of Prospero Hub issuing an airspace runway to all aircraft. I repeat, this is a Federation Aviation Agency declaration effective immediately.
Do you guys understand that thing I was talking about last night where I can't understand half the shit they're saying? Because that was like being on a ride at like Universal Studios where it's just like, I know I shouldn't be smoking or eating or anything, but if there's any other piece of instruction, I don't know what the fuck they said. Here.
Mana, good release. Track the target. Or contain my ass.
Yeah, Air Cascadia. I do love how, like, you weren't paying attention to Days Combat 7 until Mission 12. Yeah, more than halfway through the game, you're like, whoa, 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 what noise is this? It's a bop is what I think it's called. Also, I need to check my kek pot, because I forgot to check my kek pot. I was going to do it yesterday, and then I forgot.
I'm an air marshal. Deputy with the Federation Air Authority. Everyone just stay calm. Just stay calm. I'm going to be collecting all of your phones right now. Security reasons. Radar check. All ultralight to medium flights. Maintain altitude below 5,000 feet in the airspace to avoid military engagement. All heavies and super heavies ascend to 20,000 feet. Yeah, I was expecting that. Hitman team, heads up. We have another AWACS in the area. Engaging. I've barely got the head for one AWACS up here. Monarch, good luck. Have the feds been lying about the war? They're moving an awful lot of manpower and equipment from out of country.
The government? Lying? Why would they do that?
You think the Federation is doing this on purpose? Using civilian traffic as cover? Well, if they are, we're taking the bait. We just gotta thread this needle as best we can.
What are we doing with the 205 Super Heavies? Sending runways to them?
You know time's off the books. 205s take priority.
Oh,
We're sitting ducks. That's like in the air or in the bag.
is that? Oh. That itself reeks of a different Ace Combat. God, there's a lot of people around me. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I've made friends.
Monarch Fox 2.
Yeah, what the hell else is the Federation lying to us about? Shooting.
There's an old-fashioned anime missile cluster against the Geneva Convention, asking for a friend.
We're trying our best, but we have similar intercepts taking place theater-wide. This is nothing less than a mass air operation. Bonsai! I don't talk as else, at least. That's a relief. Monarch
Maybe I should have brought some of
fire.
those multi-lock missiles.
Enemy plane shot down.
Wasn't expecting this much company.
Missile away. Missile away. Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile is tracking. My radar set.
Aww.
good zone. Missile away. They've got a lock. Missile away, missile away.
I'm glad you didn't catch that because it's. I mean, a missile cluster can't be a war crime, right? There's other things. There's lots of other things that could be war crimes. You know, shooting medics. You know, what's the word?
Monarch, the enemy's holding on to you.
God, yeah, I know they're all into me. I can't fucking breathe. They're just all up in my business. They don't respect my space. It's just like my parents. I'll just get in my face. They're like, pickle.
Opening fire. Enemy plane shot down.
See, I was gonna leave you guys alone, but no, you gotta get all clingy. Okay, now can I do my work? I'd like to do my work. The missile knows where it is by knowing where it isn't. By knowing where it isn't, the missile can adjust its course to figure out where it is.
Monarch, good luck.
Why would you default to targeting civilians? Well, they're just flying in circles like assholes.
Fox 1.
I can keep them in the. I can keep them together. I can keep them together. Come on. Come on, I can keep friends together. Hell yeah! Pooped them. Where you going, bud? Are you going over that way?
I'm coming off of an angle. What's going on, bandits?
Yeah, we don't need to do a second take on that. That's a really good motion. I really feel like you've been shot, but like you're not really like in danger. You're just upset about it.
Monarch, Fox 1. Missile on the way. Knocked one out. I want fusion power. Monarch, Fox 1.
Do your job.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Oh, good God.
This is the Federation gunship Gladius, responding to the attack in the sector. Deploying
Oh.
QRF fighters.
Oh. Can I target the interceptors, please?
Looks like they haven't given up this airspace quite yet. We've detected a pair of advanced enemy fighters entering the airspace alongside a support airship. Shoot down the enemy. Let them know we have airspace control. Nothing like a dance-off. Roger now. Ah, it says comms pilot. We'll show Kids and Drive on spot.
Buddy, I don't quite know what tone you were going for, but I don't think it was supposed to be funny.
Some seasoned pilots we've got here. Ah, damn. I don't like it as there some pilots like this out there. What Crimson was talking about makes sense now.
Can you be fake French?
Towards our guns, but flack 'em up. Ready?
All that's left is airship. Cool. I can handle that, I think. These guys suck.
Fox 1. Stacked up. Monarch
Are all
open
these things like
fire.
on the front of the plane?
Fox 1, Fox 1.
Okay, nope, I'm gonna get shot down just because they've got a gun. I have 1 health. Rules of nature. Jason Charles Miller. Hey. He's got 2 first names. They always forget them.
Hitman 1, good zone.
Okay. Made it.
Hits are clear. Good job today, Hitman. RTB.
The only hit point that matters is the last one.
See? Real easy. I can do this with one hand behind my back. Yep, that's me. Thanks for the carry, Monarch.
Hey, Diplomat, if you're ever walking down the beach, with me, and then you notice when you look behind you that there's one set of footprints, that's because I'm fucking carrying you.
The intercept operation was a success. Worldwide, news is breaking out about the Independence Force's calculated and precise presence on the international stage. No civilian casualties have been reported, and the Federation, while dealing with the disruption of their air train, have to contend with international response to the war.
Yeah, they look like
Your flight was
douchebags
the
with eggs
most
on their
successful of
face.
these intercepts, and the Federation is currently scrambling to find alternative ways to maintain logistics.
Besides flying in circles? Oh yeah, they're great. I love them. I just find it very funny. He's like, oh, yep, thanks for the help. It's like, yeah, I was carrying that more than Jim Carrey was carrying the
This is an op just for
Sonic
you.
movies.
You know I don't like admitting this, but mercenary pilots in this world are among some of the best. They get more airtime, more time on target, than any of us national pilots outside of the periphery. In truth, you get the glamour we all thought fighter pilots were supposed to have when signing up to the academy. That you're making 5 times what I make in a year.
The problem is that nobody likes you.
I wonder if that's why you went private, but I don't think you're the type to give that answer. Not to me, anyway. What I'm trying to say is, you're capable, more capable than most, getting this far in. And because of that, we need you on deck for a one-man mission.
Cascadia's southeastern deserts hosts the
I remember
Solana
this.
communication array. It was a Federation and Cascadian telecom venture meant to expand Cascadia's networking capability, regardless of any thermal interference that traditionally plagues long-range communications. With that facility, communications between various Federation units are streamlined, while limiting jamming and developing our own.
Thank you.
Nothing to say of the censorship abilities that are used to enforce the civilian information flow.
New
This
World
is one of the
Order.
Independence Force's
I gotta
top
get 'em.
targets. However, it's been outside our strike range until now. Due to its distance from our front lines, no fuel can be wasted dodging or circumventing Federation anti-air systems en route. In short, we're sending you alone to clear up the most disruptive defense systems before we engage in a full-scale operation to knock out the facility. You will insert into the Chaos Horde defense region in the Raver Mountains and take out all critical defense systems under cover
Chaos
of
Horde,
night.
or
The
if
defense
it's up to
systems
me, the
calibrated
Chow
for mass
Horde,
aerial
for anyone who
strikes,
played Sonic
lone
Adventure
aircraft flying
and
at
raised a
level
horde
with
of
the
Chow.
mountains should be able to slip through and take them out. Dismissed.
Could you fucking imagine? sending an Air Force pilot to take on an entire fucking gaggle of itty bitty little like baby beans. Jinx, have you ever seen Chow before? Did I show you my Chow collection? You should Google Chow. They're fucking precious. Clearly one of the best things that has come from the Sonic franchise in the past 30 years. Now let's go with the Borderlands skin. Yeah. First Chow, we're just like, yeah, we're cute little beans, you give us stats, and we start to morph into things that look like the stats. See, like a speed type Chow looks like Sonic. But then they, you know, in Sonic Adventure 2, they were like, hey, what if we had a morality system? By morality, it's like, is there a good Chow or an evil Chow? They don't do particularly good or evil things. They just, one has a halo and the other one has sharp teeth. Yeah, they're fucking cute. And the noises they make, also cute.
What? You want to listen to the frickin' snow instead?
Frickin', oh yeah. Oh, Chow Chows.
You hear that?
No.
They just went off the transporters.
You hear that?
Bulletin from HQ. Another section from Crimson Team themselves. Something about taking the mercenaries the rebels hired seriously. Yeah? Why should I?
So we don't underestimate them.
I'm engaging.
This one's something I don't particularly care for. Oh. I've seen that. I think I saw it on Instagram.
Hard lock, let it
Someone
fly.
making yarn from their pet fur.
Fox 2. Cleared for guns. Not like this. Ground asset knocked out. Monarch, you've got incoming. Hard lock, let it fly.
Well, you already know how to dye fabric. What the fuck do you mean, missed?
Hitman 1 confirmed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of hobby for someone who either has a chronic illness and has to stay at home, or retired people.
Defense cluster Alpha is down. From my scans, I read at least 6 other clusters in the area, designating them Bravo through Golf as we get them.
Golf?
Right
Why
on
did you
target.
name them that? Fucking hate golf.
You know, Monarch, I've heard a lot about why you three joined. Hitman, that is. Comic had her wings clipped, kid was told he wasn't good enough to fly out of the academy, and you came in with him. My question, though, is what are you all looking for after all this time? You've made your fortunes, and lost them, so many times these last few years. So what else is there, huh? Never mind. It ain't like you're gonna tell me tonight. Merging.
I gotta tell you shit.
Stay calm and recall
Everyone's fucking dead!
Defenses and tertiary systems on the way. How many? We're not sure. We think it's at least a flight. Monarch ready to fire. Hear that? The echoes. That's only one fighter. Knocked one out.
Yeah, I've heard the cat fur as well.
Hard rock, let it fly. I got a message from 2 and 3. Putting it through. You lost without us yet, Monarch? Come on, we're just a static radio call away. And hanging along with the mix sucks.
I'll fucked in the hands of this Hitman 1 straight up. Don't take too long out there.
Do you guys actually like each other, or what?
It's a love-hate relationship. We love to hate each other.
It's a single fighter. Too dark to visually ID.
That's racist.
Fast mover out of action. That's a mercenary. Huh? How can you tell? The mercs have been using fuel from out of country. Cheaper for them and it burns an engine differently. I can hear it.
You fucking crocodile Dundee.
Destroyed. Where'd the Rebels send a single fighter? Maybe just for the
Cheaper.
hell of it? Don't they get paid by target? Some peacekeepers spoke about a pilot like this. It might be him up there. Monarch.
Well, someone just hit fucking nothing. Oh, it's just you.
Missile is on the way.
Tucked you neatly into the mountainside.
Hitman 1 good zone. Monarch, the enemy's locked
Yeah,
on you.
it's a quick little like world building thing where it's like you would know how you met your friends, but like other people may not know how you met your friends. Is it important?
down.
Yes. Oh, I also want to tell people about a fucking show I discovered recently.
Destroyed.
It is called Goes Wrong, The Goes Wrong Show. It's on the BBC, so it's on the same network as like Taskmaster and The Great British Baking Show and all that. And what it is, it's, how do I describe it? It's like a mock theater group. Like, they are actual actors, but they're from like the Polytechnic Institute of like Cambridge or like Canterbury or one of those like small little British areas. And what it is like, just imagine if community theater, but everything went wrong. Like, everyone knows their lines, everyone can act-ish, you know, but like, the set pieces are falling apart because they're made with community theater shit. And, you know, just little things. And so, it's an incredibly funny show, not only because, like, if you've ever worked in theater, well, you love it to death because you can relate to every time, you know, you, like, the door worked, the doorknob worked in every single fucking rehearsal until you get to, like, the actual show, and then, like, someone goes to open the door and the door doesn't open. Or, you know, like, they wanted to get a dog and they couldn't afford a trained dog, so they got, like, a fake dog. Just, like, little things. It's a beautiful fucking show. I highly recommend watching it. You can see it on YouTube, like, 6 episodes of the first series and like 2 of their like hour-long specials. One of them's Pinocchio, the other one's The Christmas Carol. They're both fucking great. Luckily, there's not the issue of like someone not showing up. Usually, it's an issue of like they, you know, will like deliver a line, and then like something happens on stage to directly like be antithesis to that line. So like imagine they're like, oh man, this food looks great, and they're like, we couldn't afford to get food, so they're just kind of like staring at like empty plates. I don't want to give too much away because it's so funny. Like the surprise value is really what does it, because like you feel like you can tell where a joke's coming from, and they just swipe it in the face. Like it's incredible. But it's not like the cringe kind of like comedy like The Office. It's not like, you know, full embarrassment. You can very much tell like they're actors. You can. It's not like they're playing pathetic people. They're just playing people. And sometimes people are pathetic. That happens. But yeah, I love it.
Monarch RTV. That's
Oh no, like all like what's the best way I can describe this? At the beginning of one show, they say that it's like, you know, they're from Britain, but they're like this particular play happens in the deep south. So like it's like 90 degrees out. You know, Fahrenheit.
I got a feeling.
And so they tell the stage people, like, make it look like it's 90 degrees.
We have a straight shot to
and they built one of the sets, like one of the stages, 90 degrees. So they correct the cameras, but like seeing the actors trying to navigate where like the table's on the wall and like going from one room to the other, it's so good. And I know that physical comedy is very hard because like they take falls, they take fake hits from stuff. And they're all very talented at it. Some of them can even sing. It's so good. Like, I want to see more of the stuff that these people have done. One of the actresses that's in it played, what's the lady from Good Omens? The one with the really, like, tragic name.
There's nothing much I need to say to you, Sicario. Operation Blackout.
Her name's like Catastrophe.
I cannot help express enough how important this strike is. Commander, you have the floor.
The Ator Desert has hosted the Solana communication array for the greater part of the decade. It
Anathema device.
Project in
that who?
country that was meant
She's in that
to
show.
maintain the communications infrastructure of Cascadia. However, during the war, it has served as a jamming and communication facility. The very basis of a unified command structure is built on the pillars of communication. If we take out this facility, it'll be like yanking the rug out right from beneath their feet. The facility is
This will be the last mission for the night,
hosting an airbase and a ground garrison on its own. The only way we're getting boots on the ground is via a mass airdrop, followed by relentless close air support from our fighter group until the entire place is overrun. It's as simple as that. Now normally, the Independence Force would be offering some assistance, but they can't afford that now. Under any other pretense, this is a suicide mission. Even with the air corridor Monarch cleared up, there's only enough fuel for a one-way trip. So the only way we're coming back is if we take the adjoining airbase after we hit the facility. Expect heavy air and ground resistance. Pillboxes, tanks, AA, airships, the whole shebang.
A series of
If we
bullshit.
pull this off, well, let's just say we'll be handsomely rewarded. Gold or glory, gentlemen. Get to your planes. The Cascadians call this place the Devil's Sandbox. So what does that mean if we're the ones playing in it, huh? Let's go.
I think we need to call a few more things that unironically. It's, you know, the Devil's Sandbox. These trees are as the Devil's, you know, those little like desk toys. It's a bunch of little like nails, and then you can like show your hand through it. Yeah, this forest is the Devil's one of those. Yeah. Which one is... I should remember. Lever print's fun, but it's not what I'm looking for. Is it 5? It's 5. Alright. Alright.
Galaxy to all Sicario elements. We're go for Operation Blackout. Total destruction of the enemy communication facilities are our prime objective for this operation. Cover Circus and destroy any base defenses before they deliver the ground forces to the DZ.
Well, how about, like, the ground... Our ground force is called Circus.
I wish I could say the same. Ground unit knocked out. Remember your training. Okay, all flights. Looks like the area defenses aren't the only issue now. We have bogies inbound from the north toward our transports. That means you, Wingman. Intercept and engage. Back off, Galaxy. We're going.
Now tired. Comic engaging.
Confirmed rebel forces crossing into our airspace. I've got a visual on a non-uniform flight formation and transport aircraft. Who forces this far in? We haven't destroyed anything here. Deploy what we have.
Oh, hello.
Calling the other defense squadrons for patrol. Do not let them deploy ground forces. 1 minute.
The one I expected to miss is the one that hit. That's wild.
Stand up. Look up. Can never pay me to joke I'm a perfectly good plane.
You know,
This is routing actual to
I
assess.
think Jinx agrees with that.
Infiltrated the main facility. Soften up the defenses before you attack it for exfiltration. Out. We have our SOS in the AO? Affirmative, Hitman 2. Gotta make sure we have an exit strategy. Separations. Good tone.
Like, the way that the jousting strategy isn't working right now,
Nice kill.
it makes it feel like if anyone played like Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox, like the original Xbox, there was a move in that called the Flying Swallow, and that move was fucking broken. And I loved it to death because Ninja Gaiden is stupidly difficult.
Solve operation is
It is.
Circus flight elements remain on station until the airfield is
I
out.
think it's like the perfect combination between just like a super aggressive AI and like artificial difficulty, in the sense of like enemies do a lot of damage and you don't do a lot of damage. You can do a lot of damage if you know what you're doing, but the odds of that are very low in a game like that. So yeah, the Flying Swallow was like this move. It was like an aerial like front dash, and so it was very, very effective. Especially like if you, how you say, because like especially like a lot of hack and slashing games, like anything that gets you away from enemies, because enemies typically live on the ground. If it gets you out of there, it gets you away from the hits, and you can do a bunch of damage and they can't hit you. And that's the only way you can survive in the game. It's fantastic. However, and the reason I bring it up is that in re-releases, like Ninja Gaiden Black, and Ninja Gaiden Black, like Sigma, they patched in some adjustments, some difficulty adjustments, from, you know, in the future releases, including some bosses now have coded counters to the Flying Swallow. Like, the move that helped me beat the game just once, just a singular time. They're like, no, too many people are relying on that. So we'll just remove it. And then, no, actually, no, not even just remove it. We'll make it so enemies anticipate and punish you for using it. Not overusing it, just using it at all.
Ground ground asset.
That's the kind of shit that I'm thinking of where it's like, that move worked all the time. Did they remove it because it's so effective? Because sometimes AI is like, hey, just target that single dude. He's flying right there. The fastest way to get him is to fly in a straight line. Get him. And then, you know, then you pay for it. So, you know, it's not as bad. I know that if anything, it's just I'm not lining it up right. You know, there's probably something that I was mentally accounting for, not even like actively, but just, you know, thinking about it.
Monarch miss a shot.
Oh, they take 2?
Monarch miss a shot.
It may be a skill issue on this part, but I was just reminded of fucking Ninja Gaiden. I can't even like recommend people play it. It's not even like oh man, it's so bad it's good, you know. The plot's fucking insane. If you like played the original Ninja Gaiden for the NES, you know, you're basically like, what if ninjas, you know, were doing ninja fight stuff between 2 clans, and then also demons showed up because they were like collecting demon artifacts? What would that game be like? And what if it wasn't like a stylish action game, but they judged you like it was? What would you do? Like that's... I cannot recommend it.
Monarch, good luck.
You know, if I slow the fuck down, I could probably just like hand shoot these tanks. But I don't wanna.
Going down wholesale, but not all. And we've got incoming fighters and gunships. Watch it.
Fighters and gunships? Ah, shit.
Center now. Going dark. Good work, cowboy. Sicario, we have our ringtone. Commence attack. Designating new target.
I thought you said we have our ringtone. Which would be much fun, in all honesty. They're gonna shoot you real fucking good. Nuh-uh. And I immediately get pegged by one. It's like, okay, baby. We spent 99 cents on our ringtone. We gotta play it a lot, or else it's just not worth it. I remember who I was talking to where I was with the subject of the fucking like buying ringtones came up. Because that was the thing people did. Back when you had to pay for texting and shit. Calls cost money, except for after like 9 o'clock or on weekends. Because, you know, I'm a fucking relic.
Fast mover out of action. Taking damage. Oh, looky here. That jamming is just plummeting. Keep hitting him. Good tone, good tone. All units, connect to my uplink and I'll call out targets with the fires I have not captured. Should make your job easier.
Would you get in trouble for going into work and just chilling out? Like, you don't even clock in, you just go in. They're gonna text you. And you know what would happen? I'd feel a buzz on my arm and go, they can wait.
Move in tandem with Hitman's airstrikes.
Just saying.
Missile away. Fast mover out of action.
There it is. Yep. They can wait. Okay, don't target the thing I want targeted, please, thanks.
What do you mean we lost some forward facilities? The weather reserves had taken around his base.
Really?
Arm 3-2, move position and consolidate with 3-3 section. We're putting mortar rounds out to cover Alpha mission.
Did it work? No. It's fine.
You know he's gunning for the boss's spot once he buys the farm. Gotta get to practice commanding.
Oh, I'm out.
Monarch, the enemy's locking onto you.
Yeah, they'll do that. They keep doing that.
No new contacts across the board. All Federation hostiles considered no factor. Ground units, confirmed?
Can I find any other people flying around and shooting?
I think the smoke, Galaxy. This
Nope.
is Round and Actual. We've seized the tower and put out an all clear on the Federation comms. I think we're running drills.
Yep.
We should be clear until the next update schedule in an hour. Good work today, people. All damaged aircraft, land and do repairs as needed.
What the fuck did you send me?
Planes. Ground forces, smash and grab anything worth it, and await pickup by circus. Let's know that we're still welcome. This is the circus. We're coming in.
Without any context, I'm not going to tell you guys what this said. I am going to say that, just no context. Does it count as sex work if there is no sex involved?
All right, pick up what you need to get out of here. We can celebrate when we're back at Rosedower.
Like, I know that people argue that, like, strippers are sex workers. And I think that's a very, like, misguided and reductive way to describe anybody. Alright, I'm gonna cancel this because I'm gonna pick it back up. Probably tomorrow. See real quick. I have my handy dandy planner for the next 18 months. And it looks like I don't have anything tomorrow evening. So, probably gonna play more of this. Yeah, okay, see, I know what ERP is, because I play 14. I done been in Balmung, in Limsa and Ul'dah. I know what ERP is, but I think that there's like a difference between eroticism and sex. It's like saying like a square and a rectangle are the same thing. Squares could be rectangles, rectangles are not always squares. So like, sex is generally erotic, but not all like erotic things are sexual. And I can say this because I have a degree or two in it. So, change the difficulty. So yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. It's 6 minutes after I said I'd be done. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, probably right around 9 o'clock. So, have a good night. Take care. Thank you for your engagement. I miss you both. And yeah, enjoy your time. You know what? We'll just do the the weird thing where I'm just like, hey, wake up. There you go. Thanks, keyboard. I'm on a different window, but it looks like I'm on the same window.